Woods report.
I was just telling my sister I had a doctor's appointment today. Now you waste your time doing co-payment, sitting there waiting on the doctor for her to tell you just need to drink some water, more water.
That's all she said.
She said
she was getting cramps, a lot of cramps.
Your potassium level.
Well, I told you potassium.
No, she said it's fine.
Oh, I was thinking
She said mine is at the right
and
number. She said, are you drinking?
But you said you drinking too much water.
I told her. She said if it's 64 fluid ounces, I'm drinking that and more.
Okay.
So she said, well,
Well, how you drink more?
She said it didn't work out more. When she said that, I didn't say nothing.
That's what it is. You don't work out.
But I do a lot of moving and stuff. Since we moved the house, we moved in this new house. We've been doing a lot of moving and lifting, and I guess that's not the same as working out, right?
No, it's not the same.
Get the cardio up, get the blood flowing.
Yeah.
I think if my blood flow from the cardio, it goes through the body. It keeps us from cramping.
And that's why I told you each person is different. Because I don't do nothing.
She don't get cramps.
And I don't drink water, nothing. And I don't get nothing.
She don't get dehydrated. My body gets dehydrated real quick.
Yeah, see? You sweat more too.
Yeah.
That's why. Your body, you lose water more.
But I feel like I wasted time, money. Because I know that's going to be a bill that's going to come.
But people have to go, you go to the doctor to tell you what
she told me to try some vitamin B.
They test you out and stuff.
Vitamin B.
But they test all your levels and all that stuff.
You're a guinea pig sometime. Hey, try this and see if it... Let me know. Come back in 2 months and let me know how your blood flows.
So that's why you had to go through that. So
okay.
All right, so you started off with your doctor. All right, you got here late, so that's why we starting off a little late.
Yeah, had to go visit Dad.
And talk.
He gets a little more. He gets more peppy when you're there talking to him. Because when you first come in, he's like,
he be all down and
I don't feel good.
Yeah,
and then you get a good conversation going.
Yeah, that's when I
said, "You okay, Dad? I'm relieved. Oh, I'm getting ready to get up."
That's why they like when people go visit nursing homes and stuff because they make people forget about their ailment. And they start talking, and I don't like talking to people like that. So
some people like.
I would never do that.
And if you like doing that, you need to visit the nursing homes more often. That's why they bring kids and animals. Yeah, that keeps you like
going and stuff,
connected to life, to living.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
Emerald says hi, ladies. Hey, Emerald. Hey. All right. So, what's going on? There's a lot of stuff going on.
You had to say Biden's story. Did you have more about that?
Biden is doing
Chinese balloon thing.
Well, he's doing the State of the Union tonight. Yeah,
we'll listen to that.
But I was looking at this article on BBC.com. State of the Union 2023. Chinese balloon looms large over Biden's speech. So we go from that to talking about talking about Cardi B. And yelling backstage, that whole thing. We started talking about it yesterday with Offset and Quavo. They were saying they got in a fight, and then Offset pretty much said it didn't happen. Well, they got video footage of Cardi and them yelling backstage. So but that don't mean it was a fight though. But we don't know. Who knows?
It was just a disagreement or something.
We don't know. We just know some yelling.
It wasn't taken to the next level.
And remember, we talked about yesterday about the 50th anniversary at the Grammys of hip hop, and I said Will Smith should have been there.
Did you say that yesterday on the show?
If I didn't say it on the show, I said it off the show.
Did you? Okay.
I can't even remember. I know I said Will Smith should have been there. So Will Smith should have been there.
Because we talked about the different reasons why some people probably wasn't there. And that's why I believe LL Cool J said that disclaimer.
Right. So, but they should have said something.
Because he was filming.
Yeah, but they should have said something. But anyway,
okay.
We'll start off talking about the State of the Union tonight. Ma, you going to watch Biden tonight?
Yeah. I used to watch when Obama was office, and I don't know for
they
some
were
reason,
boring.
They're boring.
The
but
State
I
of
would
the
watch
Union,
him.
when Trump was president, those were the best ones because you
didn't
know what he was going to say. And he's an idiot.
Reality show.
Yeah, he's a reality show king.
Yeah.
So it was like you was tuning in to The Apprentice.
Yeah.
When he would get up there, and you used to watch Nancy Pelosi rip up his speech, and she'd be in the background making faces, and it was more, So this one I think gonna be boring. This one gonna be boring, but anyway.
Okay.
By most indications, he is posed to announce a bid for re-election, which I don't know. There's nobody else is gonna be able to run.
They were saying that this is when they.
I don't think he's gonna win, y'all.
When they do the State of the Union, they it's almost like it's a soft launch for their
campaign.
There you go.
Yeah. So You don't have to be so dramatic. You could have just did that. You didn't have to do all this.
I didn't think it was going to make a noise.
But you didn't have to say, there you go. I can't stand her. She gonna give me a breath mint and then go and slam it down and go, there you go.
I didn't think it was gonna be
you could have just slid it to the side and I would have saw what it was. Nobody, you didn't have to say, there you go. Can't stand Negroes. There you go. Who does that? But then you said, there you go. Well, there who goes? If somebody watching it, they be like, what's she talking about?
There you go. You know, like that bird. You know. Mama laughing. You know.
God,
okay, I don't need to tell her public.
But they didn't even have to. You could have slid that to on the side.
I'm not discreet like that. I need to learn how to be like that. You slammed it down
and said, there you go. I can't wait to do something. Oh, I can't wait to do something for you on live.
Okay.
Oh, now it's on. I don't care what it is. You have a booger in your nose, anything. I'm saying it live on air. I'm not going to go like this. I'm going to be like, you got a booger in your nose.
The sad thing is y'all watch me long enough to go, will it matter? I'll go grab some neck tissue. If I have to do all this, get cramps out, do you think I care if somebody sees something in my nose?
Emerald said Lenore is cut up today. Okay. Ridiculous. There you go. Okay. Anyway.
Go ahead.
And then I'm reading. So that's another thing.
I was waiting to pause. I didn't realize that you were still in the middle of reading.
If you would have put that right there with a song.
I was holding it. So I thought maybe you catch the hint. Because I was holding it. Oh, okay.
I would have saw.
I told my sister, I said, how do we tell each other some things while we're on the air? It's almost like the news people that have to cough and drink water. I feel bad for them because they on air.
They don't do what you did. I can tell you that much.
Sometimes they crack on each other.
Not like air, that. They don't say, air. Bob, you need a mint. They don't do that
like that, but no. Okay.
Anyway, whatever.
Why you do 2 of them?
Just in case. I don't want another slam down.
No.
That's not enough.
You need another. There you go. Another one. Okay.
All right. Whatever.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, Emerald said Lenore is cutting up today. All right. By most indication, he's poised to announce his re-election.
Right. That's what I was saying. That around this time, they're kind of like getting to that re-election mode.
Before the president gets to that, however, he will be under intense pressure to address the issue that has been hovering over his administration since Friday. Mm-hmm. That darn Chinese spy balloon. And the U.S. reaction to it has dominated headlines. First of all, I already told you, we disagreed, I think.
What?
They should have shot it down way earlier than what they shot it down. What do we need to talk about? There's a giant balloon from another country.
But wasn't that was what he wanted to do. But his advisors was like, no.
See, that's why.
So is that why we have advisors? Because sometimes they may see something different. And then 2, I don't know, shoot it down like what? Just like casually do it or not aggressively because it's not.
How you gonna casually shoot something down?
Well, they were saying that how you look at these things and how you take care of it also is important because if you do it so quickly and drastically, China may go really.
But that's probably what they
really that serious.
No, that's what they was looking at. They were looking to see. They were testing. They were trying to see how long can we put something in their air before those nincompoops think shoot it down. So they were timing us. That's all that was.
Then how you know? I don't trust our government. How do you know our government knew that and was taking their time figuring it? Like we know it's not a threat. Let's see how long they'll let it linger over us. We don't know that. So I'm thinking we got intelligence to go.
Okay, so then why don't we?
It's not a threat. Let's just look at it for a little bit. Then, what y'all doing?
What we're getting ready to do then, what we should do, let's send a big giant balloon over there and see how long it takes them to shoot it down.
That's why Anna said that suggestion on the balloon of Trump. Send that over. That's cute.
Okay. The baby balloon.
The baby balloon of Trump.
With the Republican-controlled House of Representatives considering holding a vote of disapproval for how the president handled the balloon incursion or whatever. On the day of the speech, no less, the aggressive hearings into the situation already being planned. Mr. Biden will be expected to offer reasoning behind his decision. So I want to hear that.
The State of the Union speech tonight.
Yeah. Let's see. Okay.
We'll see.
And all eyes will be on how Congress reacts.
I know on the show today, the View talked more about him and his speech tonight. Mm-hmm. They'll probably give up. Everybody's going to do a recap tomorrow. Mm-hmm. But we'll
probably talk about it tomorrow.
One of the things that Whoopi was really pressing is that this whole thing with DeSantis and the whole critical race theory and the things that's been said even about our history as Black people. She says he needs to say something.
Right.
And tonight, if it's just a minute or two, speak to it. So they had the press secretary on. What's her name?
About Black history? You said he going to say something about Black history. What'd you say?
They had the press secretary on today, and they were asking her questions about the Chinese thing and him running and all of that. So before they ended the discussion with her, Whoopi said, do you mind if you get a chance to talk to him before he does his speech tonight, if he can at least mention that and let us know that they're looking into it, how they feel about
looking into what again?
The whole thing with DeSantis and the racial thing and the getting rid of our history and all of that, dealing with our race.
Okay, so this is
critical race theory, all of the things that's been out there in the news about doing away with history, doing away with what happened with Blacks in history, doing away with slavery, being taught in schools, critical race theories in schools, whatever, speak on it and let us know that you're alive.
I don't think he's going to say anything about it.
Okay.
He will address the fact that this is Black History Month.
Because that's what I'm saying. This would be the good time to say something.
No, he won't. He'll say something more along the lines of, he'll skate around it. He'll say something along the lines of, this is the time where we, the black people in this country, we kind of celebrate Black people in this country and learn history and stuff like that.
To it.
Think he'll actually say DeSantis' name?
No, not that detail. Okay. But I think he will speak to it. He will address it. Okay. Because this will be the time to do that. If you all agree with us, Black History Month, State of the Union address, all of this is going on now. And now with just DeSantis. They're talking about that in schools.
I want to hear him talk about... I want to
hear him kind of touch on it.
I want to hear him talk about
even with the racial thing. Even with the racial thing with the police, with Tyree and them.
Right. He ain't going to touch on that. So I want to hear him talk about sending all that money to Ukraine. I want to hear him talk about the price of eggs and everything else that's going up in this country. I want to hear him talk about what is he doing for as far as strengthening the border. And just because I don't think, has he even been over there since he's been president?
I don't know. They talked about him being in that area and didn't go to the border.
So I want to hear about that. Mm-hmm. I want to hear about him talking about all the natural disasters that's going on in this country and that our grid system and our infrastructure system is not good. It needs to be addressed.
You think he'll talk about the files being found at his house?
I want him to talk about files being found in his underwear drawer. Just like Trump.
Let's see
if he'll say that. Let's see if he'll say, you know what? Transparency, even on my end.
Yes.
We're going to crack down. It shouldn't even be that easy for me to have been able to take files home.
Thank you.
You think he's going to say that?
Up. So
let's see. Let's see if he'll talk about. You write down all the stuff. Mm-hmm. So we got the Chinese. He should have shot the balloon down earlier. Emerald says I would have shot it down ASAP. Also seen that they have done a few times before. Shoot it. The Chinese balloon should have been shot down earlier. And why wasn't it? The whole strategy behind that. You want to see him talk about the not say DeSantis' name, but about Black history being taught in school. Yeah. He's not going to talk about that. But he will talk about Black people contributions and stuff because it's February, Black History Month.
Okay.
I want to hear him talk about all the money that was sent over to Ukraine. What are we getting from that? Okay. What do we get back from that? Okay. Talk about the files in the underwear drawer. See if he'll talk about that. What do you want to hear him talk about, Mom?
All things you said.
Okay. So we'll see. Okay. When he's done patting himself on the back, however, Mr. Biden will have to cast his eyes forward and make the case for what he hopes to accomplish. That's the other. Oh, the border. The border. And why should we give him another 4 years? That's kind of what this person is saying. What are you gonna do in 4 years that you haven't done already?
Okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
And is he gonna talk about the price of eggs?
Seriously? So economy.
The price of things, spending that much money, and tell people why the price of eggs is up.
They said that in the news why it's up.
It's so many people got different reasons on why.
Oh, okay. Well,
a lot of chickens died in the fires and the flu. The bird flu, and there's a whole bunch of other things. Okay. All right, so that's that one. Mm-hmm. Rescuers, you talked about this yesterday. You touched on it. Rescuers
numbers have risen.
You said 2,300 yesterday.
At the time they said that I heard it, it was 2,300.
Rescuers dig through rubble as Turkey, Syria quake death tolls passes 7,800.
That's a lot of people. That is like some cities, a whole city gone. Can you imagine?
Isn't that something?
And not even so. All the number of people that have passed away or got caught in this, they don't have enough rescuers to even rescue the people.
So it's probably more than this. More than 7,800.
That's sad.
Death toll of 5,894 in Turkey and over 1,900 in Syria. Bad weather hampers search and rescue efforts.
Is there anything all of our countries can do?
Thousands of children may have been, from UNICEF. I don't want to say the word. We'll get banned on YouTube. And nearly 6,000 buildings destroyed in Turkey.
Oh, that's going to be a major cleanup. That's a hard one.
The death toll of devastating earthquake in southern Turkey and Syria jumped to more than 7,800 people on Tuesdays as rescuers worked against time and harsh winter conditions to dig survivors out of the rubble. Isn't that something? And see, that's what my concern is. Did you put on their infrastructure? Because we keep watching these stories, and America's infrastructure is not good. And I don't think a lot of y'all know that. We haven't updated our infrastructure since in hundreds, years.
What can you do to update that? Because that's an earthquake. You can't do nothing about that.
Like what Japan? Remember how they was talking about you was even talking about how somebody told you in Japan how they do their potholes, or was that Mexico?
I don't know. I know Japan uses a certain material for their highways to build where they don't crack as easy.
That's what I'm saying.
And why can't we do that?
That's what I'm saying. So our infrastructure, I'm even talking about something as simple as how we put together our highways and stuff.
Because we about money a lot of times. We using not so good equipment and not so good materials.
And then our grid system is not good.
Yeah.
We have a old antique grid system, the way that our electricity runs and all of that. So that's what I'm saying. What is he going to do about our infrastructure? Because all we need is one big earthquake like this and we're gone. How many times people say California going to float off into the ocean? We didn't heard that forever.
I know. God, mudslides forever.
So that just wanted to bring people up to date on that.
Okay.
And they having a hard time because of weather and stuff of getting to people.
I'm wondering in those situations, kind of like how we came to the rescue for Ukraine. Do countries sit down and say what ways can is it just solely those groups that what do you call
UNICEF
those?
And all of that?
Those kind of groups? Is it mainly just those groups?
I don't know.
And people giving money to these groups because those it seems like those are the only ones.
Red Cross and all that.
Yeah, that goes to the aid of people like in these situations.
Okay, so from that depressing situation, Will Smith was going to be a surprise Grammy performer, but had to drop out for Bad Boys 4. Do we believe that, or do we believe he was uninvited because he slapped Chris Rock?
I think he was invited because he had a lot of he had what's the word for hip hop itself?
The first hip hop artist to win.
It wouldn't make sense to shun him.
The first hip hop artist to win a Grammy. So remember you were saying how some people they maybe couldn't come or that's why they wasn't there.
Right, they were away doing something.
Will Smith, out of anybody else, should have been there because he's the first hip hop artist to win a Grammy, and it was a Grammy thing for the hip hop.
But remember when he first came out, because he even put it in his music, he was they shunned black rap artists shunned him.
Well, hold on.
Because of the
we
style
started moving,
of music.
Right, only because, not in the beginning, when gangster rap started coming out, then he started looking bubblegum.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I meant. Not the beginning, but there was a season in his career where they laughed at him and his type of rap. Because
they laughed at everybody.
I know, and I don't know why.
Because everybody does that.
Because everything is not gangster and hood and drive-bys and bling bling. I mean, come on.
But at that time, that's what it was.
And that's what I don't like about the hip hop. I'm glad that
it's more inclusive now.
Yeah, there's more inclusive, and that's one of the things I enjoyed about that, because I've seen the beginning of hip hop and how it has evolved. And they're telling their story. Some of them experienced it. Some of them are around that environment, so they speak to it.
And some of them, they ain't been around knowing none of that. And they act like they gangsters and they lie.
Why don't you just do the bubblegum stuff that Will Smith does?
So Will Smith was set to make his musical comeback at the Grammy Sunday night, but had to cancel the surprise. The Fresh Prince was originally supposed to be part of the 65th annual Grammy Awards 50th anniversary. Mm-hmm. Even though he slapped Chris Rock, I will tell you this. If Will Smith would have come out on that stage, everybody would have lost it.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you think so?
Yeah. But you know what, Kim?
My mother even said yeah.
But you know what? It's almost like he's in a different category to me.
No, Queen Latifah was there. No, he's not. He's still Big Willie.
Yeah. I don't know. It's almost like
and LL Cool J.
I know to me, it's still for me. It's still the involvement is not totally there yet. When you think of the old school versus now, so he would definitely be old school, but he's in a kind of a world by himself because he was the first, like you said, to get a Grammy. His bubblegum rap crossed over where all races understood it and listened to it and didn't, because even my co-worker, she was a high school student.
Everybody know Will Smith.
She was high school when I worked there, and we would argue about, it was one song he took the music to. Mm-hmm. She thought he was the originator of it, and I said no, that's
The Temptations.
No, it was one of those songs, Whispers.
Here comes the man in black, right?
No, it could have been the Whisper song. Or one of them, like, because she's young. So she's thinking Will Smith is the one that I said, no. He sampled from some other group.
Right.
So she, redhead white girl, she listens to Will Smith. So he made it mainstream. Where some people was afraid to listen to hip hop.
He made television, again, first one to win a Grammy.
Yeah.
Emerald says, do you think that it's possible he turned the invitation down? Yeah.
You think?
I think this. Would you say, Mom?
I was gonna say that.
My mother was gonna say that, Emerald. I think he did. I don't think it has anything to do with Bad Boys. I think he didn't know how he would be perceived.
Yeah.
And he's still trying to figure this out.
You and I are going, you and I have difference of opinion how he would be received.
No, I think he would have been perceived well, but I don't think he thought he would have been perceived well.
I don't think he would have.
Oh, so you think what he probably thought.
Because I still feel like they treat him like an outcast when it comes to hip hop.
Oh.
And not so much just to slap with Chris Rock.
You're not saying the audience, you're saying the other hip hop artists would have been like, why is
and
he
he's probably not comfortable with even being with them. I don't know. We're speaking for him, but that's just how
I see it different now because a lot of hip hop artists, I think they respect Will Smith.
I don't know, Kim. I really don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
Not as a hip hop artist, not as a rap artist.
But I meant opening the door.
Because it was funny because I listened to a lot of those unsongs and those music shows when you talk about an artist and where their music and their genre that they're in. Some of these artists, when they go against the grain and they kind of like what Lizzo was saying.
Yeah.
Black people, for some reason, you got to be careful with us.
But they wouldn't have had Little Uzi on there if they didn't. That's why I said Little Uzi. See, that's why you don't know Little Uzi. Little Uzi's on there. They had him come out at the end. So I know you got him in your book, your little rap book.
I know, Ma.
And I think because they brought Little Uzi out, that's why they would have accepted Will Smith. Because it's showing that rap can go in any kind of direction.
And what about, what's his name? Nas? The one
Little Nas? Well, he wasn't on there.
See?
Lil Nas X?
Yeah.
Now that you could say, they wouldn't have accepted him.
See?
But I think they would have, I think Will Smith would have had a great,
okay.
I think he missed an opportunity. I think he should have came out. Everybody would have lost it if Will Smith would have came out. Because he was the first one to win a Grammy. He was the first one to bring it to television with "This is a story of about how our life got switched, turned
Jazzy
upside
Jeff
down."
and
Jazzy Jeff was there.
Yeah.
Do you see him?
Mm-hmm.
So that tells me that Will Smith would have been great.
Wow.
And with Jazzy back there too,
yeah,
it would have been perfect.
So I don't know. That's something to think about. Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
But we'll never know.
Never know.
He says, I'll give you spoiler alert away. Will Smith was a part of the festivities tonight, but they started shooting Bad Boys 4 this week. Questlove 52 told Variety on the red carpet. There were a lot of preliminary shots that he had to do, so we had to lose Will.
Okay.
See? And that's coming from Questlove, who Will took away his shine during the Oscar.
Yeah.
So if anybody could hate Will Smith, it would be Questlove, and he don't.
Right.
So and that's the roots. So if Questlove is saying that would have been a surprise, everybody would have loved it. I agree with Questlove. Mm-hmm. I think it would have took it to another level. Mm-hmm. I think it would have made everybody in the audience feel it.
Okay.
I was laughing because I was watching a friend of ours, Renita. I don't know if Renita watches it, but Renita's into Hollywood because she helps a lot of the celebrities and stuff. Mm-hmm. She's from our hometown. And I was looking on her Facebook page, and they had Glorilla performing in a smaller venue with the Grammy weekend. Because you know the Grammy weekend, they have people sing all weekend and stuff.
That's why I was saying that lady that won for new artist.
And so she was singing, she was rapping. The audience was so stale. They were just like this.
What audience was she in front of? She
was in front of like Grammy people, like all white people.
Okay.
Maybe it was like one or two black people in the audience.
Mm-hmm. Was she like Ben Affleck? They've been talking about him, but big time, real stiff.
But they was all sitting there just watching her, and she up there, cause she like kind of like street rapping, and they was just like this. So that same crowd, if Will Smith would have came out, here comes Men in Black.
Okay.
Because that's not gangster rap. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The galaxy defender.
It's the stale white man.
Yeah.
Throw yourself in the air and wave like you just don't care.
That's why they screamed when Run DMC came out.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
So they would have loved Will Smith. I said all that to say.
Because
they don't understand Glorilla, but they understand Will Smith.
Because back then, people were afraid of
I thought you had that turned down.
I did too.
Go
people
ahead.
are afraid of is it
NWA?
Yeah, groups like that.
No, but you know what's funny? NWA is gangster, but they would have. I don't think they would have sat still if Dre and Cube and Snoop. We just threw him in there. Came out.
Okay.
They were still when Glorilla came out.
I don't think they know Gorilla.
They don't know her.
I don't know her.
Right.
Megan Thee Stallion.
I think they would have been still if Megan Thee Stallion.
I don't know because
unless she came out with Cardi doing WAP. Or that's like a pop song.
Or Missy Elliott. It's like you gotta be familiar for people to kind of move with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so that was Will Smith. Okay. It was a missed opportunity. I wish he would have been there. Yeah. But, you know.
Well, it's good he's doing another Bad Boys. Remember I said he needed
Will is back. Everybody just leaving it. The slap across. Nobody even talking about Chris Rock no more getting slapped.
Yeah. Some people are every now and then. But it hasn't slowed down his career. He's still moving.
Once Bad Boys come out, nobody's going to be thinking about Will Smith smacking Chris Rock.
Yeah.
I can tell you that right now.
He needed this one more than the Emancipation.
The slave one, forget it.
Yeah.
How you going to slap another black man and then the first movie you come out with is a slave movie?
I guess people should have gone and seen it because he was beaten in there, wasn't he?
But he slapped another black man in real life.
Because we would want to see him get beat on camera.
No, not like that.
I'm just saying, you shouldn't have slapped him. And then you go into your movie head.
Right.
You know, he's getting beat too.
It was stupid. But that's funny how you mentioned, what's his name? Ben Affleck.
Yes.
Because they've been showing that all day.
Are you kidding?
He said something. I told you, I think he said, I need a drink or something. Because he's not supposed to be drinking.
What was his reason for it?
No, they showed him saying something, and she was like, "Don't say that," or "Don't do something."
Really?
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I just heard the negativity about his reaction, and now people are using it as a joke.
Yeah.
You know, did he act like Ben Affleck?
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, let's go to another couple. Cardi B gets heated backstage at the Grammys amid reported fight between Offset and Quavo. We touched on this yesterday. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
And we said. that TMZ reported that Quavo and Offset got in a physical altercation before Quavo went on to sing his song dedicated to Takeoff. Okay. Now, what they're saying is Offset wanted to go on stage too. And Quavo didn't want him to come on stage. Now, I kind of understand why. If we was like beefing before, and then now all of a sudden we getting ready to do a dedication, nobody wants to see you. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't resolve that in public before Takeoff passed away. So it's like, it looked kind of funny.
This moment.
It looked funny with you coming out here. So Cardi was yelling backstage, and she said, both of y'all wrong. Y'all should have talked before this. And she's absolutely correct. If y'all had beef before, why would you wait till the Grammy night and think y'all just gonna, in front of everybody, be all hokey dokey and stuff? Y'all should have talked before this. The Grammys wanted Offset to come on stage, not Quavo. I blame the Grammys for that. Why didn't they check with Quavo to find out how he felt about that?
I don't know. And you don't know if they did or not, though, right?
What do you mean?
How do you know that they did check with him?
Oh, that's true. We don't even know. But I told you, Offset tweeted, I wouldn't fight with my brother, kind of like that. Y'all crazy. And we don't know if it was a fight. A lot of times people think people fighting, and they could just be yelling at each other and arguing in each other's face.
They call that a fight.
Or push. That's not a fight. In the hood, a fight is a fight. So just because we shoving each other, that's not a fight. So maybe that's how in his mind he thinking that's not a fight. I wouldn't fight my brother. I'll push him, I'll shake him, but I'm not gonna punch him and all that other stuff. So that's what that whole thing.
They interpreted. Maybe
that's what that whole thing was with Cardi B.
Stupid.
Going off on them.
Excuse me.
Dang, you burping?
Ooh.
I lost my thing. Where am I at? Oh, okay.
Okay.
See, now if I play it,
you get in trouble?
No, it's showing other stuff.
Oh, you got to skip the...
I don't want to show all of that. How do you go back? All right, let's see, y'all.
Friend and former SWAT co-star Colin Farrell opened up to us as he won Best Actor at the star-studded National Board of Review's annual awards gala. Al Roker was also on the mind of host Willie Geist after Al's health crisis kept him off today for 2 months.
Did y'all know how grave the situation?
But can I go right to that?
President Biden addresses the nation on the issues facing America. Join Nora O'Donnell and the CBS News political team beginning at 5 for...
We don't care about all of that. What are you looking at your watch? You got somewhere to go?
When he said beginning at 5.
No, Mom, it wasn't the actual devil. No, they were just dressed as the devil, Mom. Who are you that you don't want to watch the Grammys?
Seems like Ben Affleck. That's who.
I'm ready. I'm excited about it.
Yeah. J-Lo looked way more excited about the Grammys on Sunday, and we're hearing it's because Ben was feeling tired. With a source telling ET they both have been very busy and the actor wasn't his usual self, but he still wanted to support Jen, who presented the award for Best Pop Vocal Album.
Harry's house, Harry Styles!
Well, I don't want to talk about Harry Styles. Never mind. We'll be jumping all over the place.
Hip-hop is the most important thing to ever come out of America.
Hip-hop is legendary, iconic. Hip-hop changed my life.
Happy 50th anniversary, hip-hop.
You know my hood.
Oh, no, not
Kendrick Lamar!
Cardi, how was it presenting?
I was so nervous.
Backstage, ET's cameras caught this blow-up from presenter Cardi B.
Both of y'all wrong. Both of y'all. This is not right.
So what went down? It appears tensions boiled over between the remaining members of Migos, Cardi's husband Offset and his cousin Quavo.
I heard you back here settling some stuff.
The only thing I settled was my outfit, honey.
The two reportedly got into a physical fight. Offset upset because he felt Quavo blocked him from performing for Takeoff's In Memoriam tribute. Today, Offset denied the fight on Twitter.
How important was it to be here tonight to perform?
Very important. Long live Takeoff.
So there you go. That was the whole thing. So what I'm hearing and what they saying that the people are saying is that they've spoken since then. That they may have squashed their beef after this.
Oh, okay.
But we don't know because they're not public with it. Which they shouldn't be. This their family. So.
It's so funny because it's hard when you got all of that going on behind stage.
You got Ben Affleck drunk, want to drink in the front of the stage. You got them arguing backstage.
And it's so funny how people feel, these people who are in this, they pretend like nothing happened.
They have to smile.
Like you just got a beat down backstage and you got a black eye and you put some glasses on and you just walk on out. It's almost like they do when they say no comment, no comment. When they got the news people with the microphones.
But you know what?
No comment, no comment.
How is that different than people in real life? Because you know you go to church or whatever and then people come in, you know they was arguing and stuff on the way to church. And when they walk in, everybody together, the family's all crisp looking.
Get themselves all
y'all know y'all was arguing and everything before.
How you Pastor?
Yeah.
It was good seeing you.
And I told my mother, I said, we're nicer when people are here at the house.
What do you mean?
When you're here in front of, when somebody's at your house, you're nicer. You notice that? If you got guests, you might talk nicer to each other than you would if nobody was there.
Oh.
Hey, Mom, could you pass me to such and such?
But we don't do that.
Yeah, we do.
I think we do it. We do it to be, how do you say that? Because we ain't that phony.
No, I don't think it's phony. I think people just
because we would go, Kim, dang.
But there might be something.
I'm sorry, y'all.
But there might be something you wouldn't say if there was people here that you would say if there wasn't people here.
I don't know. Because you just got on
me. You're right, because you just slammed down.
You got on me for just being transparent. And I am like, oh, my sister get on my nerves, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to take a moment. I would probably be real with it. Oh. I'm mad at her. I'm tired. Y'all, don't y'all got sisters like that you just kind of get them to feel how you feel?
I'm glad we don't have a lot of visitors then, because you're stupid. You're supposed to be on your best behavior.
No, be on your real behavior.
All right, whatever. Okay. What is this?
I don't know. That's your clip.
I didn't have this up.
That just opened up, probably.
Oh.
Okay, inside of this.
Injured. Meanwhile, over in Germany, the Berlin Zoo recently celebrated the arrival of a gorilla baby named Tilla. Born in February, Tilla is still being held close by Mom Bibi. Dad Sango hovers nearby. The zooborn isn't up to hijinks like Kindy's yet.
Sorry, I don't care about
just
that.
Being a
but
baby.
That does make people go to our zoo joke that we posted today. Did you see the zoo joke? People laughing at it. Go to our jokes. We post jokes every day.
I forgot about the zoo joke.
It's a zoo joke. Okay. Viola Davis achieves EGOT status with Grammy win.
Okay.
We talked about the Grammys yesterday. Did we talk about her winning the EGOT?
Mm-hmm.
We did.
Like Whoopi and who else?
Viola Davis and John Sally. I'm not John Sally. No. John Legend. I said John Sally.
John Sally.
And
talked about him in a
Jennifer
long time.
Hudson.
Jennifer Hudson.
The black people.
Yeah.
Viola Davis has achieved EGOT status after picking up her first Grammy. The 57-year-old actor won the award for Best Audiobook, Narration, and Storytelling, recording for her memoir, Finding Me. Now, do you think that should be something somebody should win a Grammy for?
Because how did Whoopi win hers? With the book too, right?
I think so. Or, what are you looking at?
Why did her thing go off?
Oh, that's a lot of distractions today.
I'm thinking it's 5 o'clock.
The honor follows her Emmy win for How to Get Away with Murder, an Oscar for The Fences, and Tony for both King Hedley II and Fences.
So the Grammy was for, usually the Grammy, unless they're like Candy who does music or writing,
right?
For actors would be voiceover, books, using their voice, and it's their project.
I guess you can win a Grammy for it. I'm not going to take it away from her
because Grammys are given to those. What was the education for educational purposes and stuff? So it can be for a number of.
But wouldn't it have been nice if she would have got it for singing or something?
But
to me, I just feel like I know, but I just feel like EGOT is like somebody who sings, dances, acts. But no, it don't mean
because the Grammy covers so many fields. Writing,
yeah.
She could have written a song for somebody.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay, but she's the EGOT winner, so we're very proud of her. A lot of controversy with the Woman King movie that she had. Remember the African movie?
Oh, she didn't win nothing for that, right?
No, I'm saying she had a lot of controversy with that.
I don't understand What is the controversy?
Because remember, the original people that they portrayed,
right.
They didn't portray them the right way in real life. The real life, they were slave traders.
So was it the storyline was not correct?
Yes,
and not so much that she portrayed the storyline. Right. It's just the storyline was incorrect.
The people who she portrayed were vicious slave owners, like traders.
Okay.
And even after the British and Americans wanted to stop, they still wanted to keep on going. They even had slaves of their own.
Okay.
So that's why people were saying that whole big controversy with the Woman King. But other than that, she's had, Viola Davis has done everything, and she's such a good actress. I'm glad she won it. I feel like she's one of the Black people that you feel like should be up there to get it. When you start hearing people, and it's wrong to say, but like John Legend and Jennifer Hudson and stuff, before people like Viola Davis and Angela Bassett and stuff like that, and Sidney Poitier, you know what I'm saying? You start going, all right, whatever.
The age thing on it, though.
I know, you're right.
But how many projects they're involved with. Because if they are hot and they're involved with a lot, that's an opportunity much sooner than.
And then how do people like John Legend feel when he gets it and people are like, whatever. But when Viola Davis gets, everybody's like, yes, that's kind of like Halle Berry when she won the Academy Award.
For that movie.
In anything, Halle Berry should not have been the first Black woman to win Academy Award in a main
with that movie
in a main part.
Yeah, because there was other movies where she was
leading
much better
actress, leading actress.
Yeah,
but she knew that, so that's what I'm saying.
And Denzel knew too.
So, well, for him, you saying he shouldn't have won it for Trading Day?
Yeah,
he should have won it for Malcolm X.
For another movie
for Malcolm X. But people celebrating Viola getting it more than they are like John Legend and stuff.
I understand John Legend, so I don't know why people are not celebrating him more either. He's a music writer.
Did people celebrate Jennifer Hudson?
The Jennifer Hudsons is what I'm.
She was on American Idol, for goodness sake.
Now she's.
But I'm happy she got it. I'm proud of her.
What did she get an Academy for?
She played Dreamgirls.
Okay, what did she get Tony for?
What did she get? Oh, they named that. They named it. I don't want to go through her stuff.
Okay.
But they named it.
It's those.
See, you gotta think. Like what, because she got Tony for Fences.
Jennifer Hudson, for me, is not known as an actress when she first came out.
Right.
For
So you saying the same thing I'm saying about as far as music with her.
Music with her is like Whoopi.
No. But the way you feel, the way you feel about Jennifer Hudson with acting is what I'm saying. How musicians probably feel about her getting a Grammy.
For some
they probably feel like she don't. You know what I'm saying? Like she ain't singing or nothing. That's all I'm saying. But you're right. But get it for
it's hard to say that because the Grammys has so many categories like that.
Yeah,
it's not.
Whoopi got it for her comedic album or something, concert album.
It was something.
Yeah.
But the storytelling, like James Earl Jones can win for a Grammy.
That's true.
Because his voice is so dynamic. So I don't know.
I just think now it's easier to get one than it was back.
It's easier to get a star on the Hollywood, what you call it?
This is your hard thing if you want to EGOT. Your hard thing is that Tony. And you got to produce like Candy did. If you're not that good of an actress, they're not going to give you no Tony Award. But if she's part of a production crew, she'll get it.
A play she's written, or something. Okay.
So I'm just saying that to say it doesn't
that would
take
the way she'll get it because she got the other two, right? 3. She has 3 now, right?
I don't know.
She just needs that Tony.
I don't know what
she has a Grammy.
I don't know if she has it with Emmy, does she? I don't know.
I don't know. That's a good one.
But I'm happy. Put it this way. If anybody should get one now, it should be Viola Davis.
Yeah, for sure.
Angela Bassett should get one. You know what I'm saying? These are people that,
if she gets a Grammy, it would be for the same thing.
Spoken word.
She don't sing.
Yes, that's why,
Yeah, she's not a music writer. She don't play an instrument.
But I would like to see, even though I'm happy Viola got it, I would like to see somebody get it who actually sings. And they got a Grammy or singer musician, and they played on Broadway and got it, and they got an Oscar. Maybe their song was number 1. That you know what I'm saying? Like they physically embody each one of those awards, and their peers,
the major thing that is given to.
And their peers are like, they deserve that Grammy. Okay. Yes, you deserve the acting. Oscar goes to you. Yes, you deserve a Tony. You was the best on stage. Okay. Something like that.
Okay.
Will that ever happen? No, because people are haters. So get it the way you can get it, I guess. Oh, this story. We almost done. Because you keep looking at your watch. I don't know why.
I want to hear him sign in, Kim.
Woman claims
I got 5 minutes.
to be R. Kelly and Aaliyah's biological daughter.
What?
This has been trending. I don't know if y'all seen this. It's the funniest thing.
Aaliyah had a baby?
Well, hold on. Many people are already dismissing these claims after she posted a video expressing that she wants to share her story. Are you going to show me something? A woman recently claimed to be R. Kelly and Aaliyah's biological daughter via a TikTok video. Okay, y'all, my name is Love, she expressed. My giving name. I am the biological daughter of Aaliyah. Oh, here we go. I am the biological daughter of Aaliyah and Robert R. Kelly. I just want to tell my truth and tell my mother's truth because I feel like it's time. I'm doing a build up here because you haven't seen her yet. Lenore don't know this story. I feel like it's time and it's needed. I feel like
This is not Donkey of the Day, is it?
No.
Okay.
I feel like I went through so many things as far as keeping this identity and deliberating with different family members. You know the energy. You guys know how it can get. I just want the world to know the best part of me. I am also accepting of my mother, Aaliyah. I've been shook around. There's Aaliyah, right? Mm-hmm. Beautiful, right? Mm-hmm. Aaliyah. Hey, Aaliyah, how you doing? I remember when we found out Aaliyah passed away.
Yeah.
It was so sad.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. Following these claims, Love received a lot of backlash and claims of lying. Moreover, many people filed No Jumpers Report posts with their own takes on this claim. For example, a lot of commentators posted a slew of laughing emojis in reference to her story. She don't look nothing like them, one commentary wrote, with another adding, why her eyes look at each other?
Oh, no.
She knows she lying. Also, some pointed out the apparent drawings of presumably Aaliyah that she hung on the wall behind her. We not really entertaining this, are we? A user remarked. This like knowing somebody is throwed up and actually follow them. These are the nice comments.
Throwed off.
Uh-huh. These are the nice comments. The comments that I read were horrible.
Really?
If I was this woman, I would have never said that.
Why did they even print it?
I think because she has a mental illness.
Why would they?
She did it on TikTok.
Oh.
And the problem that I have is, I think she has a mental condition. And when people comment, they are horrible. They were saying, no, you look more like the daughter of, they was naming ugly people and all kind of stuff. They was horrible.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so you want to see what she looks like?
The daughter of Aaliyah
and R. Kelly.
Now
say what you want to say about R. Kelly. But he's not that ugly for people to be like.
Did Aaliyah ever get pregnant?
We don't think so. But even if she did,
I can see her saying this with Janet Jackson. You know, I'm her daughter.
Somebody wrote that. Somebody said, so you and Janet's daughter are friends? Because nobody heard of neither one of y'all. People wrote all kind of stuff.
Oh, goodness.
All right, you ready?
Anybody can do a TikTok.
Do you want to see what she looks like?
Yes, I do.
All right, there she is in the corner.
Okay.
That's R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
I feel bad.
Somebody said, you look 100% African. I said, people are so bad. And then somebody said, not there's anything wrong with it, but that's not Aaliyah's daughter.
Why does she? So she has some mental issues, and she has some mental issues. She's putting it out there.
Still, some came to Love's defense, expressing empathy and lack of proper knowledge to comment on the situation. That is not nice. Who knows if this is true or not? A concerned user wrote.
I am the secret daughter of Aaliyah and R. Kelly.
Woman says she is a secret daughter of R. Kelly and Aaliyah.
Yeah. And you know how people
she got all these pictures of Aaliyah on the back.
What the grandma used to always say, bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
Bless her heart.
That could be your daughter too, they posted. I don't know why you laughing. I heard you got a black woman pregnant that looked just like her, and the mother sent her to your house, grow up, and know you sent her to lie in the video that she's R. Kelly's daughter. Oh well, regardless of what you believe, let us know in the comments and log back into HNHH for more curious music stories.
That's kind of sad that they're exploiting this. You know what I'm saying?
She had a picture of her when she was a little kid posted with Aaliyah.
So she's in dream world.
She's crazy.
Yeah, there's not. And the sad thing about it is that there's people with all kinds of mental problems and stability, a lack of, what are you doing? Okay.
This is the most ghetto show I've ever seen in my life.
What is she dragging? Does she not know we recording?
This is a ghetto show.
And she dragging that bag with her on the floor. It's not carpet.
We start off with you slamming down on breast mint and saying, there you go.
There you go.
Now we have our 80-year-old mother.
Almost 80.
Going by.
Dragging some
bag. And then saying, I'm okay.
Not knowing that the bag is like making noise, major noise.
She might as well just tie some cans to her thing and just ride around.
Okay, Ma.
Ma, what is that?
Maybe I want to be on the show.
Nah.
What is that?
Her clothes. Okay. Go ahead.
But anyway.
I'm just sad. It's sad to say that there's people like her that's doing postings and TikToks and videos, and we're hoping that people are exploiting them, and they know right away that there's some questionable issues.
If she didn't look like that, she wouldn't have got no play.
Exactly.
If she would have looked like Aaliyah,
something,
she would have. Everybody would have been
like,
I wonder if that is Aaliyah's daughter.
Did Aaliyah have a baby?
It's the look. It's what she looks like.
It's how she looks. There's no way that those two could have a child that looks like her. But people are
what
cruel.
It does do, though, in my opinion, it's bad for R. Kelly because it's bringing up the fact that R. Kelly was with Aaliyah while she was underage.
Yeah.
So he don't like this story coming out. It's reminding everybody. So this is the worst thing for him to happen. Yeah. For this to come out now, but there's Aaliyah.
Bless her heart.
Remember Aaliyah.
Okay.
And then your donkey of the day.
Okay.
I'll end with your donkey of the day. Charlamagne does donkey of the day on the Breakfast Club every day. And Lenora always want us to
know what his donkey of the day is. Some of them are really like, oh my goodness.
13-year-old arrested after St. Louis pastor carjacked at gunpoint.
Okay.
One of the latest victims of carjacking in St. Louis is a church pastor. Surveillance video obtained by News 4 shows the incident in the parking lot of the Baptist Church in St. Louis on January 27th. Police said the two boys didn't get far. They hit other cars as they drove away and abandoned the van they stole just a few blocks from the church.
Oh, man.
The pastor said he had to explain to the teens, told them how to start it.
But he had a gun to his head,
because of the because of the inexperience, I didn't want them to say, hey, this isn't working out, so just shoot this guy and go.
Right.
So the pastor said he's serious.
Help him out.
Yeah. I was trying to think a step ahead of them, but honestly, I just really did not know what to do. Did not have time, and that transpires in about a minute, 2 minutes. almost, maybe 3. Every second felt like an eternity. The pastor said he pressed charges against the boys because he wants to hold them accountable, and he wants to prevent this from happening to anyone else.
Okay.
3 days after the crime, police announced a 13-year-old boy had been taken into custody. The boy was turned in by his mother and was remanded in juvenile courts. I would have turned him in too.
Wow.
Had she not, he would have kept on going on.
See, and that's the thing that we wanted the parent to do of the child that did the shooting to the teacher.
Right. Turn him in.
They had, and I was listening on the news again about that. They brought that story up again about the things that led up into.
Exactly.
He threatened the teacher and he brought in a belt and was hitting somebody in class. He almost choked the teacher.
Yeah.
It was things.
They should have got rid of him a long
Why
time
did he
ago.
come back? Why did the parents say, let Jim go on back to school?
Right.
So that parent did the right thing.
Right. So let's see the surveillance.
Okay.
What they did on the surveillance.
Took the man's van.
Hopefully they'll show. Most surveillance.
Over 1 million reasons to say thank you. Tired of paying high fees and getting nothing in return? We have over 1 million reasons you should switch to Scott Credit.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want YouTube. They yellow mark anyway, so.
Skip.
Oh. Now I can't get it back. How do I get it back? Is it here? How you get it back? No, forget it. Maybe we'll just say it.
Kim. It was at the top.
I know. I skipped and it won't let me get it back. Oh well, let's just watch. Look. He telling them how to do it. They don't know how to start it.
Oh, poor pastor.
Look at that.
Oh, he was a white pastor. Oh.
What does that got to do with anything?
I thought he was a black pastor.
What does the color have to do with anything?
I don't know. For some reason, if it was a black pastor, I would think he would be more like, tell them to stop, and y'all need to stop. Why are y'all doing this?
And then get shot.
That's just wrong. Y'all shouldn't be. Where's your mama at? I don't understand.
Oh, so you think he gonna preach to him?
I don't know. I just thought maybe it would be a different reaction, black versus white.
I don't know. I think when you getting robbed, it don't matter.
I don't know. It concerns me because I've heard people say young boys like that try to rob them. They did still talk.
Oh no, I'm not talking to nobody.
Okay.
So that was it. That was the dunk the other day. He gave it to the boys. 13 years old,
and they didn't even get far. So
they was crashing into cars and all kinds of stuff.
They couldn't even get far. So
that was into that. That's your donkey of the day.
Okay.
Sometimes you do donkey.
Who's the donkey? The boys?
The boys.
Okay.
The 13-year-old
boys. Or the pastor showing them how to do the car because he was afraid to get shot.
The 13-year-old boys.
Okay.
To be that young and not even know how to.
Thank you, Mom.
No, to be that young to try to take the car and don't even know how to start it.
Thank you.
And run into stuff all around.
But thank you, Mother. To one of them.
The mother turned him in.
Thank you. That's what parents, I'm sorry, it's a hard thing to do, isn't it?
Yep.
To turn your child in if they have done something, you know they've done something.
All right, so you got anything else? All right. Any more breath mints that you want to slide over the table?
You was tearing that gum up, though. I hear you chewing it now.
You know what? I'm chewing it a lot, and it's probably horrible on TV. You probably shouldn't give me gum. You should give me a breath mint.
I didn't have no mint. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Because gum, you see me chewing it.
It was like that. Like the pastor said, it was so quick. You had to think real quick.
And I use that cheap toothpaste. See,
I know.
I need to go.
For prepping. We got a lot of that.
I have Colgate and stuff too, and
we got a lot of that one though.
That's why I tried to use it.
I need to get rid of mine.
Obviously, it don't do nothing. You sliding me breath mint.
Right. And I use it too, and I don't feel a difference in my mouth.
It's
like
cheap.
A tingling.
It's cheap. Yeah, we need to. Don't get cheap toothpaste, y'all.
Yeah.
Some things you can buy cheap and it don't matter. And then some things you gotta like ketchup. You know what? I like real ketchup, like Heinz.
And it's so funny because every time I go to a drugstore and I look for Claritin D, Claritin D, not the other Claritin that's on the shelf.
No, Claritin D.
They'll say, do you want the generic brand?
No.
I said no.
It doesn't work the same.
It doesn't work the same.
So some things you have to have the name brand, and then some things you can get away with. Obviously, I can't get away with cheap toothpaste.
Nope.
So I'll go back to using I don't use Colgate. I use the other one. The one with
Crest.
What's the one with the mouthwash in it? Is that Crest?
Crest
with Listerine or whatever.
It's Crest. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll grab one of those because I got the cheap one in there.
Okay, so that's it.
All right, y'all. That was it. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Always believe. Make sure you like the video. YouTube doesn't care if you subscribe to this anymore. They care if you like it.
Okay.
And then, but subscribe to our other channel, Woods Relax Sleep Sounds, all one word, right? And that was always believe.
We said that.
I could say it again. Emerald said, "Ain't no way in hell."
For what?
It must be. This must be so behind on the R. Kelly thing. The girl's face.
Oh, for that girl to be her. Oh, yeah. I just feel bad that she was exploited. That her TikToks is now probably what's the word with viral?
Yeah,
because so many people went no.
Just read the comments under. You'll die. The media, the YouTube, not YouTube, the social media people.
They just told her
are heartless. And some stuff is funny.
And the sad thing about it is she may not even care. It may not faze her.
No, she crazy. She don't care.
See?
All right. Okay. Always believe, even though she said I said it. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.